Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up, D.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes going deep here for Landry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 2nd and 7, Stick, and he fires one incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike. Hey, wahoo! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Hey! Check. 53 for Mike. Check.
Stick back to pass. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Bravo! Go!
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He'll find his receiver. It's Cody Core. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Here we go! 30 base.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. McFarland. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it.
The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. McFarland. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Line 54. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Yellow. There's a line. And 57. And Ripwith.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam.
Yellow.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and a couple. Stick. Open man is Uzama. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's caught. Becker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This is the tight end, Njoku. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They run it again with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Mike.
Yellow. I go little lady.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, 15.
Watch the boot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
53. Line 53.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
On the ready.
53 line. Check.
Hey, high 7. You
Mike, 53.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
got it. Come on, set. H3 Gator. H3. 218. Chop.
Switch.
Hey, Haywood. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Stick looking to throw on first and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I've got
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike,
Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, McFarland, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
53, Mike. It's been a long day for you. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Here we go.
Look at me, zipper.
53 to Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 20. Seven-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on, D.
Throwing again. Franks. It's caught. Beckham. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Carter. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out.